Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Walker.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pickett now from the gun here.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment when they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
Here we go, set. Strike, strike.
They start the drive with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
Well, what a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Pickett. They'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. Play action. Pickett. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Christian Watson, his third touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Tua going to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Browns sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Green Jack.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Tua to throw again. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll get it inside the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Tua. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense, because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
Drill green. Ready.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian Kirk from 6 yards away. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that part.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The longtime vet, Jamie Collins, the man to bring him down. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Pickett now on first down.
His throw incomplete.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for.
And that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now Pickett, and this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
Touchdown, Bengals. Travis Kelce 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And that could be important, as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Let's go.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Ready?
Tua sets up to pass it.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running.
Touchdown, Browns! Christian Kirk, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only look to the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Field shot. Jackrabbit.
Tua now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Tua going across the formation. He finds Freiermuth.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Ready,
The
break.
Browns drive about to get started.
Let's go, Charge.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Let's go
They
now.
are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Big, mega. Ready.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Come on, set. Yellow.
Slot man moves right. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Pickett back to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
Now Pickett on 4th down. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down, as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Pickett sets up play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Throw out wide to Walker.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Pickett now from the gun here. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here's Walker.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Toward the pylon, caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Now Pickett.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Set, hut.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Okay, right.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
43 rail. Claws red. Ready.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Set. Rail. Yellow.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Running left is Walker. Down right around the 25. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. They'll roll, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Maurice Hurst, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Third and long for Pickett. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple.
Here we go.
Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
White, white. You, yellow. Black shot. Ready?
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game.
Here we
They'll
go.
be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
On the double. 52 blaster. Black Ultra. Touch.
Now Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Pickett back to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did? Yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Walker with another carry.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bengals,
The loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3.